What's going on, everyone? As my start date for the PCT gets closer and closer, I'm just getting more and more excited to get out there, to get on the trail, and just to start hiking. I'm continuing to do training hikes to help kind of prepare my body for whenever I get out there. And this past weekend, I did a training hike right outside of Greenville, South Carolina, starting at Jones Gap State Park and attempting to go all the way to Sassafras Mountain. So for this hike, me and my wife were actually camping at another state park just outside of Greenville in Paris Mountain State Park. And we actually drove about 45 minutes to Jones Gap State Park where I started my hike. So we woke up super early, about 4 o'clock in the morning. I kind of got all ready. We left our campsite by 5, was able to get dropped off at Jones Gap State Park in the dark at about 5:45 and kind of started my hike right at 6. Was able to hike through the dark for about at least an hour and a half as the sun started to come up. It was a great hike. It was a beautiful day. All in all, from Jones Gap State Park to the top of Sassafras Mountain was supposed to be around 20 miles. I ended up not actually making it to the top of Sassafras Mountain. I took a wrong turn following a wide trail kind of around a bend. Didn't see that the trail went off straight ahead, and kind of got lost about a mile one way, came back, found the trail, but didn't quite make it to my destination in time for my cutoff point. And ended up kind of turning around just probably about 2 miles from the top of the mountain, and then kind of made my trek back. I was still able to get 39 miles total, climbed about just over 7,100 feet of elevation. It was a great training hike, a great day. The hike was absolutely beautiful. It followed some different rivers and running water for a majority of the time, especially in the beginning. In some of the areas, especially getting closer to the top of the mountains, the trails were really kind of rough. There was a lot of fallen trees, a lot of debris in between the trails, and it was sometimes hard to decipher exactly where the trail was, and I was having to make a few detours and then kind of figure out my way back around. But overall, it was a lot of fun, a really great experience, and definitely looking forward to a couple multi-day hikes coming up this month in April. I'm just getting really excited for those. I'm going to be going anywhere from like 3 to 7 days long, just kind of testing out all my equipment, testing out my sleep system, and just really trying to fine tune and make sure that before I head out to the PCT, I kind of have all my stuff tested and I know exactly what I'm going to be using, how I'm going to be using it, and how everything feels kind of real time. I put together some video footage from this weekend's hike, so let's go ahead and check that out. the hike this past weekend, a couple things I did different was I decreased a little bit of the weight in my pack. So I'm trying to get my weight lower and lower, and that's something I've been had a serious focus on the past few weeks, is just trying to get my pack to as low weight as possible. And I'm sitting somewhere around about just a little over 7.5 pounds right now, base weight, and working on trying to get that even lower. But one thing I did was I lightened my load to about 19 pounds for this hike this past weekend. And that definitely took a nice load off, especially compared to last week's hike where I was carrying almost 30 pounds. So that 10 pounds made a huge difference. I felt it a lot in my legs. I felt very strong this hike, was able to really climb the mountains and the elevation well. I think overall I'm getting stronger, I'm getting better, and my body is really adapting to these longer hikes. And I can't wait to kind of start putting some multi-day hikes back to back and just start seeing how my body adapts and how I feel. So I absolutely loved this past weekend's hike, and I'm really hoping to make it part of one of my multi-day hikes next month, maybe extending the trail out in either direction. I'll be making another video soon, kind of going over exactly what I'll be taking as far as my gear list, some of the things that I've been changing, some of the things that I've been adding, some of the things I've been getting rid of, and just kind of adjusting to help me get my weight lower and lower before I start on the trail. I look forward to kind of showing you my process of kind of trimming that weight down, and kind of the things that I'm using to adjust weights, and some of the little strategies and things that I'm going to use to kind of fine tune and get some of those last ounces out of my pack. Let me know what you think of this video and my hike in the comments below, and also make sure to like, share, and of course subscribe to follow my journey. The PCT is getting closer and closer, and I'm just getting so much more excited every single day. I can't wait to get out there, and I hope to see you guys on the trail.